Here in Dallas, a task force charged with reviewing all Confederate markers in the city could make its final recommendations as early as tonight. News 8's David Goins shows us how it could impact historic Fair Park.
No trip to the State Fair of Texas.
It's the history of Texas illustrated.
It's complete without touring the Hall of State. Each wall is decorated with murals depicting 400 years of Texas history right up to the 1936 centennial, including the 4 years Texas spent in the Confederate States of America. And on the back wall,
and each shield is the seal of the country.
A 14-foot medallion, and yes, one of those 6 crests depicts the Confederacy.
It's very important artistically. It was done by an artist from Yale, Joseph Rainier, who did it remotely.
David Preziosi with Preservation Dallas says the artwork both inside
right now we're standing on the esplanade
and outside is presented in proper historical context.
So behind us here is the Confederate portico.
But that all of it at Fair Park could go.
The threat of changes here is legitimate.
This is a good beginning, so thank you all for speaking.
The mayor's task force on Confederate monuments has spent most of its time gathering public input on what to do with the Lee statue.
Bring us together. Do not create new wounds, heal old wounds.
But it is expected Tuesday night to turn its attention to the Confederate depictions in Fair Park.
All of this controversy is playing out with the State Fair starting here in just 10 days. Representatives from the State Fair said today, since Fair Park is a City of Dallas owned property, they're not really weighing into this debate, but are closely watching what that Confederate Monument Task Force decides.
Preziosi is too, and he adds the designers of the artwork 80 plus years ago had this in mind, deliberately not glorifying Texas's role in secession.
If you remove the Confederate imagery here, you're removing how it's presented as a timeline of history of Texas.
David Goins, Channel 8 News.